That didn't work. Let me see something. Oh my God, it looks terrible. Damn it, man. Hold on. Yo, man, this shit annoying, yo. I'm trying to get this lens right for you guys. You see, it looks great. It looks great right there. Ah, so loose. Ah, God dang it. Katsu. All right, let's try to get this right. Damn. Oh, there we go. Finally. Damn. Let me share this. What up, Genesis? Let me share this to Facebook. What up, Lala? All right, I'm here. Oh my God. It's 95 degrees out here in Springfield, Mass. On my way to the crib back home. Actually, no. I'm doing good, Genesis. I'm on my way to Big Y. I gotta get me some. I like the chicken salad with the grapes and the walnuts. I'm the type, if I like something, especially if I'm focusing on my health, I can eat the same thing every day. I can eat the same breakfast. I can eat the same lunch. I don't need much of a variety. A lot of times when I go out to eat, I find myself always eating the same thing across various restaurants. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to find, I always try to find some type of burger with bacon on it. You know, if it's a breakfast place, I'm always going to get like an omelet with all the meat in it. If it's a pizza place, I'm always going to get, like, you know, basically, yeah, if it's a pizza place, I'm going to get stuff with a lot of meat on it. Pause. Basically, a lot of stuff that's not good for my intestines. That's why I'm eating more chicken salad. You know, I've been cutting way back on potato chips. I give myself credit. That's like my Achilles. That's probably like the one bad thing eating wise that I've done consistently for years. And, you know, my body is taking it for granted. When I was younger and my metabolism was a lot stronger. Here you go, 217B. Here you go, again. Hello, Mo, brother. Now you ask. You already did this joke. You already did this joke 2 days ago. Yesterday, and my apologies for not being live yesterday. If y'all watched my live, I'm not even going to read your question out 217 because you asked this same question like 2 days ago. But yesterday I put up a pre-recorded because I've been having this battle with these wasps at one of my stops. And the first week I was there, I just wasn't prepared. I had my bug off spray. One stung me in my ear. The hive or the wasp nest was literally in one of the propane cages. So I knew I was about to go to war. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was about to battle them, and I had it ready, and I had my meta glasses. So I thought it would be a good idea to record it. And the video, it was about 9 minutes long, and I really wanted to put it out. And I wanted to work on some other things. And I know typically I go live Monday through Friday, but for the most part, I will be. But the podcast, you know, it's evolving. It's always evolving. Like initially, I was on Facebook Live doing this, and I would have the YouTube music playing in the background. And then once I was finished the video, I would download the Facebook Live, and I would upload it to YouTube. But Facebook Live, as far as with Android and with my phone, when I go live on Facebook, the resolution is only 360. 360 just ain't that good. You know what I mean? So I started going live on YouTube. The resolution is much better. It's 1080. But the only drawback with the YouTube is that usually I play music on YouTube at the same time, and I can't play music on YouTube while going live on YouTube with my phone. I would have to have like an outside device in order to do that. And I don't need music playing in the background. That was just something for the vibe of the show, whatever. So that's how it changed as far as platforms. And then maybe for the first 25 episodes, 26 episodes, I was more or less focused on practicing stand-up comedy. Like, yo, I'm about to try this joke. But eventually, once I switched over to YouTube, I started speaking like more philosophical, more getting on that level. And every now and again, I would still run some jokes, but I just got heavy just on the philosophical tip. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the humor will come, like, and I got all my jokes in my mind. And if they come out, they come out. Like I'm doing a show tonight, but it's crazy, like the way my brain is working right now. I could literally be talking to you guys, and I'm driving at home, and in the back of my mind, I'm going through my set list. I don't know how I'm able to do this, but it's weird. But I could practice without verbally practicing, and I can practice while doing other things because I visualize it inside my mind, and I'm literally practicing in my head while I'm doing other tasks. I don't know if other comedians have experienced this, and don't get it twisted. You can never take away practicing on stage. You can never take away verbalizing it or whatever. But sometimes when you don't have as many opportunities or the resources or the bandwidth to do certain things, you got to do things different ways to practice. You know what I'm saying? And also, like when I practice my jokes now, I'm on the level where I don't like telling y'all I'm about to do a joke. I just talk and let the joke naturally manifest in the course of conversation, because that's the level that I aspire to be on stage. And if I'm constantly telling you guys, yeah, so now I'm about to practice some jokes. You got no. We just gonna talk, and if something funny it comes out. And this is something that I've just developed by doing this podcast over and over. And I started doing the pre-recordeds when I went out to the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? I was 3 hours time difference. You know, 4:30 over here is 1:30 over there, so you just lose track of time. And there was times that I didn't do the podcast till like 7 o'clock over there, which is like 10 o'clock over here. You know what I mean? So my solution to that is whenever I'm away from home and it's a vacation type situation, and I don't necessarily have the studio, which is me driving home, I surmised that, hey, why not pre-record? You know what I'm saying? So I started. So every now and again, you might see some pre-recordings. You may see some throwback videos. Like, even if I don't go live Monday through Friday every single weekday at 4:30, you can rest assured you're going to get some type of, I wouldn't say long form, but moderate form content that will premiere on 4:30, whether it's me live, something pre-recorded, or a throwback video. I got a lot of throwback stuff that, I was saying some stuff throughout the years, and I got a lot of throwback stuff. So some days, you know what I'm saying, when I just want to drive home and just relax and not really be on this like that, be to myself and not be committed, live, y'all still gonna get something from me. Give me one second. Back, baby. My bad, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? You see, I had to pin some stuff up there for you guys. Yep, it's pinned. Yeah, man. So, yeah, like I said, so sometimes you're gonna get, for the most part, you're gonna get lives. For the most part, you're gonna get lives. But sometimes you're gonna get pre-recorded. Sometimes you're gonna get throwbacks. Because I'm working on this book, philosophical book, As Below, So Above. And like I said, I don't have the answers to the universe or to life or anything like that. I'm just a cat that I'm going on 48 years old. I've studied religion for a long time, college educated, man. I've seen the top of society and I've seen the bottom. And, like a lot of times we get so caught up in our dogmatic ways and our political affiliations and family and stuff like that. I'm just trying to give people just different ways of looking at things. That's all. I'm not in this business to try to convince anybody of anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to convert anybody or anything like that. I'm just trying to find like-minded individuals, man. My goal is not to convince anybody. Like, if your mind is already made up in whatever it is that you believe, I mean, I don't even care. Like, if your mind is pretty much made up and, you have no willingness to bend, those aren't the individuals that have my interest. You know what I'm saying? That's not who I'm doing this book for. I'm just doing it for myself. Because it's like I said, I'm on podcast 103, and at least 60 episodes, I'm dropping like just some heavy, like spiritual, esoteric stuff to the point where I'm like, yo, man, it's not even me. It's almost like something is speaking through me. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, if I could put this together just in a book, just for people to have, people that don't really watch the internet, watch YouTube or anything like that, and they just want something to have. And I don't have children, but if I put together this book, and it's a success, the way that I intended to be a success, that's my child right there. That's the mark that I'm leaving on this planet. A lot of times we get caught up in the superficiality of, oh, if you don't have children, your life is meaningless, or you don't know true love until you've had a child, or you got to spread your legacy. Like, if you don't have kids, you're going to be forgotten. You're no longer going to exist. And it's just like, well, that's a crack a caca. That's something I don't believe, because the atoms that compose me and the atoms that compose you, the molecules that compose me, the molecules that compose you, they've been here since the beginning of time, and they assemble themselves to form that which you see in the camera and the mirror, and eventually it will dissipate and redistribute into something else. So I'm okay with that. And as far as a person not knowing love unless they have children, that's a crock of crap, because there's a lot of terrible, terrible human beings that have children. that don't give a damn about those children, and they don't give a damn about anything else. And they're some of the most evil people ever. And then some of our greatest loving people historically didn't have kids at all. I don't think Mother Teresa had children. I know Gandhi didn't have children, even though black people think he's racist. So I'm gonna strike that one from the record. Joan of Arc, I don't think she had children. I know George Washington Carver didn't have children. I don't think Einstein had children. I don't think Nikola Tesla had children. I mean, it's superficial, yes. Humanity needs to procreate in order to keep the human race going as a species. But you still need some of those great minds to make this world and this existence more comfortable. And a lot of those great minds, their purpose was not to have children and pass them on, from a physical standpoint. Their purpose was to invent, create ideas, and build and do things for humanity that carries over for centuries. There are a lot more people that have been forgotten that have children than the greatest minds of our history that never had kids. That's something to think about. And this is not me advocating, don't have children. But no, that's not what I'm saying. This is me reassuring those that don't have children that you shouldn't feel like a failure or life is meaningless because you don't have them, or you can't experience the pinnacle of love and life because you don't have children, because that's just simply not true. That is an egotistical mindset. You know what? This is an exercise for me. I want to compile a list of all the great minds and architects and artists throughout history that don't have children, but we all know their names. Everybody that has kids knows who Leonardo. I don't think Da Vinci had children. Everybody knows who Leonardo da Vinci is. For centuries upon his memories, he's not forgotten, period. From his artwork to his manuscripts to his sketches, his inventions. I don't think he had children. I compiled this list. Well, hold on, give me 1 second, yo. Yeah, so I see all these historical names throughout history, man, that have shaped our society, shaped mentalities, built great structures, built great architecture. No, I'm not saying don't have children. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if that isn't in the cards for you, that doesn't make you less of a person. I would argue, you know what I'm saying, as far as from a popularity standpoint, there are more individuals historically famous, great minds who didn't have children that are remembered than people who've had children, man, that are remembered. I would argue that. I believe it. So that, yeah, don't get caught up in the superficiality of that. So in the book that I'm writing, I'm just giving people just different perspectives, just different ways to look at things. And if that can, give you a little bit of comfort and solace in this tough existence where it seems like somebody's always trying to pull us to do something. Hey, what up? A cashapp, whatever. I can't even read your name. There's always somebody pulling us in certain directions. Vote for this person. Follow this artist. Follow this religion or you'll burn. Follow this religion or you won't exist forever. No, we believe in the Big Bang and life is just this short experience and then it's just nothing eternally. You know what I mean? Instead of getting caught up in all this craziness and all this hoopla, I'm just trying to give y'all a different perspective. So that's what I'm working on with my book. So sometimes if you don't see me going live and I'm giving you like a pre-recorded or something like that, best believe I'm working on the book. Best believe I'm working on it. You know what I mean? I want to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Like it's happening. I do know that I got a couple of outlines for a couple of chapters, but I do know I'm going to have to sit down and actually type, get back into my typing. Like, that's just a part of it. I can't just verbally just. I mean, I can, but I want the experience of just typing and like letting my words flow as I build on these bullet points. But I'm just getting the bullet points together, and like I said, I got so many episodes because a lot of these episodes, they're chapters of the book. You guys don't even realize that. But if you listen to a lot of these philosophical ideas in my episodes, these are just chapters of the book coming straight from my brain. So it's gonna take a while. You know what I mean? Like I think I'm pretty much. I got a plan. I'm gonna summarize like two or three episodes a day because I could dump it right at AI. AI will give me a summary. This is what's beautiful about. People hate on AI, but this technology is so wonderful, man. I'm able to basically put together an outline for a book while I'm driving home. I'm gonna sit down and write it, but I already got the outline, the blueprints to start to put together by my words. Well, I don't have to watch the entire video again. Because AI would say, okay, this is what you were talking about. Bop, 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 bop. So just riff on these three things right here. Bam. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna I gotta give myself a number because I don't want this book to be no 80 chapter book. I'm gonna look at various philosophical books and self-help books, and I'll see like the average amount of chapters they have, and I'll keep my chapters to that. So maybe a series. You know what I'm saying? Like I got like 75 episodes where I'm spitting like philosophy. So you know what I'm saying? Maybe one book in the series I have 21, one will have 23, one will have 22, whatever, you know what I mean? Or 25, 25, 25, I don't know. 15 books in the series. I've never written a book before. I know there's like a standard word count that is like a not the norm, but like the standard, you know what I mean? Of what a lot of writers go by. I don't know if it's like 10,000 words. I don't know. I'd have to look all this stuff up. But as much as I talk, as much as I put those on the pages, immortalize it. That's my child. That's what I'm presenting to the world. And it's not to save you. It's not to give you answers. It's just to give you like a little different perspective. Like the whole thing about having children, and if you don't have children, your life is worth it. You don't understand love completely and all that nonsense. What I talked about earlier, that's me giving you a different perspective on how to look at it. And I think somebody trying to call me right now. I think it would be especially beneficial to a person that probably physically can't have children. You know? You don't have to put your mind in this box of what people are trying to tell you to think as far as procreation, especially if you're incapable of doing so. Maybe that's not your purpose in this experience, in this life experience. Not everybody is meant, I don't want to say meant, so I'm not going to get into the fate, but not everybody is equipped to have the same experience. If you were born with dwarfism and you're no taller than 4'1", you are never going to slam dunk a basketball on an NBA regulation under your own power ever in your life. You could be depressed about it or whatever, or you could be the best person at your particular height. You can make rims, basketball hoops that cater to your height, and you could be the best within that realm. An ant does not care that it can't, fly. Because an ant is an ant. It walks around with the colony, it builds things, it works together in unison and tandem. It has a great, great, strong team. They build tunnels. That's the thing, like a lot of us, we get caught up and we are not equipped to be. Not looking at the tools that we have right here, we can maximize us right here. We can maximize whatever you are. Look at Stephen Hawking, man, the dude, all he could move towards the end of his life, the only thing he could move was his head. And even he somehow made it on the Epstein Island. Now, see, that's a joke. That's a joke. But you get what I'm saying? It's not about pining over what you don't have or what you can't do. Focus on the things that you are able to do, you know, and maximize that as much as you possibly can. Because just as the ant may be pining to fly, even though they don't, the eagle might be like, dang, I wish I could go underground in these tunnels. You know what I'm saying? No. You maximize your ability. You maximize your strength. Don't focus and worry about what you don't have. There's a song I wrote called Sad Song back in like 2001. I said, look at what I have as opposed to desire. Gotta perfect my craft. Hopefully inspire people of all ages, walks, stages in life. I made mistakes in this race, but I can replace with a mic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we focus too much on what we desire than what we already have. You know, you could literally be. I was a greedy kid. I wasn't a fat kid, but I was greedy. There would be times I'm eating pizza, got a good piece, a slice of pizza, I'm enjoying it, but I'm lusting at somebody's cheeseburger. Like, yo, you got pizza right in your hand. Why you care about that? Why not maximize and enjoy the flavors, enjoy this parade that's happening on your tongue right now? No, you want to look at the other parade. And in order, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know if it's a parade. You see it from far away. Maybe they got different type of lights and pyrotechnics, but you're enjoying this beautiful parade that's right in front of you. You're not enjoying weather. You should be enjoying. But no, you want to look off in the distance of something that has nothing to do with what's going on right here. Appreciate the things that you have right now. And for those, I think it's like 4 y'all watching. If y'all still watching, do me a favor, hit them thumbs up. If y'all follow me and rock with me on a regular basis, y'all see his pen. Hit your boys, you know what I mean? A little put something in the collection plate. Let me boost the level of this up. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get to the point where I'm doing this full time during the day. I'm doing comedy at night, and it can only happen with you guys' help. And you know I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring the content. I've been bringing the content for 103 episodes, 20 weeks straight. Give the boy some credit. You feel me? Give the boy some credit. What the hell is this? Give your boy some credit, man. Yo, you know what's funny? I kind of missed y'all. Like the fact that I didn't go live yesterday, and I was just thinking about it. I'm like, man. Yes, it felt good to take a little break. Yes, I gave you guys the pre-recorded video, but it ain't nothing like talking to a live audience. Even though it don't really be that many watching, 2, 3, 4. I think I had 20 watching at the same time at once. Hey, what's up, Aaliyah Caziano? I like that last name. Raz Kaz, the rapper, at the end of one of his songs, Understandable Smooth, he said, Raz Caziano, Dom Juan the Phenomenon. You know I'm the bomb. I raise hell like Spawn. So, Aaliyah Caziano, that's dope. That seems like it's Italian, you know what I mean? Like you should be in a mafia movie or something like that. But yeah, it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same when I ain't going live. Like I basically conditioned myself to this is a part of the pattern of what I do on a daily basis. Ooh, excuse me. So when I don't go live, there was a level of guilt. I did feel guilt. You know what I'm saying? So that shows that I love y'all, man. You know what I mean? And I love doing this, and I love entertaining. You know what I mean? This is my calling. And stand up comedy, of course. You know what I mean? Stand up comedy. I gave y'all a little quick little jab, but like I told y'all, the whole time I'm talking to you, I'm practicing inside my head. And my head needs to be shaved. You see the hair is growing on the sides. It is ridiculous. My 47 years of age is starting to show. So in order to give myself the cheapest plastic surgery ever, it requires me to use a Gillette Fusion, some shaving cream, and some aftershave. And I'm gonna tighten all this up and subtract about 2 years from my age. Hey, it ain't much, but 2 is better than none. 2 is better than noon. 2 is better than none. But listen, I had a great time with y'all. Gave y'all a little 30 minutes. And as I tell all my young and up and coming comedians, there is no such thing as writer's block. If the comedy gods have not given you anything new to scribe on that page, it is their way of telling you to work out the things that they already gave you. Stay away from the nonsense, stay away from the negativity, stay away from the gossip, stay away from the rumors, stay away from the foolishness, focus on the funny, and lead with love, because life is not something that happens in spite of you. Life is an experience for you to behold. Get to behold it. Much love. I missed y'all, even though I was going like a day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.